Good night, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Hotspot. I'm glad to have your company on another wonderful Thursday night. We've got another huge show lined up for you tonight, and of course, another busy week in sport. And none have been more busy than my partner in crime, Sakumai, who caught up with NRL and Kumu star David Mead, who flew into the country earlier this week to join the Kumuls in their preparations for the World Cup. And this is what David had to say on his arrival.
Yeah, I've had, I came back last week for the Prime Minister's game just to watch the boys play, and the boys played, but we've still got a lot of improvement to do, and this week's about improving in the team, and I'm looking forward to getting there and helping the team out. Yeah, I've still got another 2 weeks in rehab and to get my preparation right, so I'm trying to get my body right now, and looking forward to playing in the World Cup. Yeah, all the boys have been, the boys playing in the NRL have been talking about this World Cup for a number of weeks during the finals and throughout the year. So, everyone's pumped to go and perform for their country and, put our body on the line for PNG and hopefully do PNG proud.
Ball to Prince. The chase is on for Mead. What about the pickup? Have you ever seen a try like that? David Mead, you aren't a football player. You're some sort of magician.
That is the best pickup, one-handed I've ever seen. And if that hasn't touched the sideline, it is one of the great tries. It is amazing. He just stuck his hand out in hope.
Yeah, I'm still signed with the Gold Coast Titans for another 3 years. So, I'll go back there after Christmas and start my pre-season after the World Cup, and looking forward to having another good year.
Hayden sees it. Kelly. Idris trying to get away from Reed. Reed gave him some space. Good flick back on the inside. Kelly's away. Over the 20. He's running out of support. He stumbles. He comes to the fullback. Beautiful ball on the inside. And David Mead's out of the post.
Yeah, all my family's here based in PNG, and I look forward to seeing them every year when I have a chance. And it's always good to see my family. It's the reason why I play football. They got me into playing football, and as much as I love playing for my country, I love representing my family and the family name for PNG as well. Yeah, I think people at PNG should be looking forward to the World Cup. The Kumuls, Mal and Lemmy are putting a good system in place to improve the country for the next few years. So, everyone in PNG hopefully supports the Kumuls throughout the World Cup, and hopefully we can get the results that we want. Yeah, it's just like the first time I got called up in 2008 World Cup. I was pretty nervous to play against Australia and England, but now I'm going out as one of the leaders in the Kumuls team, and to lead the younger guys coming through and give some of my knowledge from NRL to the players around me and help their game get better. Yeah, I think we got a lot of improvement in the ruck area. Australia got too much quick play the balls, and we've still got to get numbers in, work on our wrestle technique, and we've got to get that right. And I think once we get that stuff right, we can improve on other things as well, because that's where it starts. Well, I think we've got a pretty good chance because we're in a pool against Samoa, France and New Zealand. I really think we can give that a crack and make some disappointing losses for the other teams, because we're going over there as underdogs, and as Kumuls we've surprised a lot of countries in the past, and we hope to do it again.
And there you have it, a quietly confident and also very humble David Mead, who's looking forward to the Kumuls preparations and of course in the build-up to the World Cup later on in the month. So please join us after the break. Coming up, we've got a bit of AFL and snooker.
Yes, and welcome back. You're watching Hotspot, and it's good to see Cecil back on the show for this week. Well, we now head over to the sport of snooker. Yes, the Pacific MMA Snooker Handicap Competition, yes, is set for yet another year, and we take a look at the press conference that was held yesterday.
Thank you all for turning up. This is the 6th year of sponsorship of the handicap event by Pacific MMA Insurance, and we're always grateful for the continued support for all sports. Port Moresby Handicap Challenge has come a long way and has grown. Many more people, including women, have taken up the challenge. The Handicap Challenge is most popular because it is open to everybody. Anybody can win it. It's not just the champions because it's a handicap, so a person on a high handicap can win just as well. So that's why we get different winners each year. Registration fee for this is 150 kina and will close on Thursday 24th of October at 5 p.m. This will be followed by a briefing and games that begin that evening for the next 10 days, with the finals be held on Sunday, November the 3rd. There are over 250 players affiliated with POM BSA, and the first 64 players who nominate and register will participate. Last year we received 83 nominations, but only 64 could take part, and many were disappointed players. So get in quick, but nominate early and pay early. It's the only time where those that have just taken up the sport and have high handicaps have the opportunity to play against some of the best in the game. Defending champion Kelly Yamby won with a handicap of 10 when he defeated Arua Samoa with a handicap of 0 last year. And this is one tournament that our national champion De Jong Fong doesn't win for some reason, because he has to give too many shots. We wish to thank the ABEC Club, the Car Club and the Port Moresby Country Club for the use of their venues. And we're still looking for more sponsors in the gold, silver and bronze. So if anybody's interested, please let us know so that we can get it all done in time.
As Roger pointed out, Pacific MMA has been involved with this for some 6 years now. This is the end of our second run of 3 years, which we normally sign up for, and so we're pleased to say that we'll be signing on for another 3 years after this, which will be good for us. Most of these tournaments that are held in Port Moresby, as some of the other ones in the provincial centres, are quite professionally run. The Billiards and Snooker Association in PNG is one of the more professional organisations in putting these tournaments and events together. As is a credit to them, Oceania has recognised that by holding 2 Oceania events here now in the last 6 years or so that we've had, which is quite good, and they've actually helped improve our international competitiveness. And it's tournaments like this where the individuals show out and shine quite well, and it actually helps them to get through to compete on the international stage. As Roger pointed out, it is a very well set up event, and it's one that all the players like because it evens out everybody. And we even get a few of the boys coming in from the provinces to play it from time to time, which is good. From Pacific MMI's point of view, we're always quite pleased to be involved with snooker and to see the benefits of that with our people coming through and being the best of the best, getting through to achieve their own personal goals and also help in the long term improve the standard of snooker in PNG. Sport in PNG enjoys a near sacrosanct in our culture. We devote a lot of our lives and sometimes our professions to become better players and even spectators. This tournament will be run in a healthy competition. Strong sporting values will come out from it, and the snooker community in PNG will benefit from it. So the way we play sport says a lot about ourselves, our nation and our people and the direction that we're going in. And from a Pacific MMI point of view, it all looks very good and rosy, and we hope it continues. Thank you, Roger.
Yes, and there you have it, the Pacific MMI Snooker Handicap Competition. Yes, set for another season. And thank you to the sponsor, Pacific MMI. Yes, Wayne Doggan, always doing well for sports. We'll go for a break now. When we come back on the other side, yes, we have an exclusive interview with Team Kumu's coach, Adrian Land himself. Yes, that's after the break. Welcome back to Hotspot. Now we head over to an update on Team Kumu. Yes, we had an interview with Coach Adrian Lam yesterday, and this is what he had to say as the Kumus prepare towards the World Cup. Coach Lammy, the guys are in camp now, getting ready for the World Cup.
Yeah, they've had 7 days off, and I was fortunate enough to go back to Australia and have a bit of a break myself, and was a part of the Roosters team that won the grand final last week, so excited about that. But you know, coming back in, you know, they've had an opportunity to freshen up, and obviously the match against Australia in Kokopo was very disappointing, and we've made that very clear to the players. We don't know what went wrong there. We put it down to an attitude, and you know, they trained pretty good all week, but they were up against a red hot Australian side, and it was a reality check for us. So you know, some of the players that we had high expectations for never really stepped up to where we wanted them to be, and the pressure's now back on them. You know, the interesting part about it was that they were playing for a spot in the World Cup squad, not only playing against Australia, but to show us that they deserved a spot in there. So we've made it clear that, you know, we're not convinced who's going to be part of that 17 that take on France on the 27th of October, and we've got a lot of work to do and a lot of hard work to roll out over the next couple of weeks. But you know, they're committed to that, and you know, I was part of the 2000 World Cup team that they got beaten by Australia 82-0 in Townsville. So you know, I've been in that position, and to be able to, in that 2000 game when we got beaten, we made a pact to each other and a commitment, which is what these boys have done now, and to go away and fly our flag with pride.
At the arrival of David Mead today.
Yeah, David Mead today. That's exciting, as you know, he's been injured as well, so he'll bring that little bit of experience and skill and talent and speed to the team, maturity as well, which is what we need. You know, and the other players will fall in on Friday. Seguiaro only played 5 minutes against Australia 2 weeks ago, and he's got a specialist appointment tomorrow, so fingers crossed by 5 p.m. tomorrow we'll know whether he's in or out of the squad. There's a lot of positive news there, so fingers crossed there.
What else have the Kumus got until they leave for the World Cup?
Well, we've got 2 sessions on Friday and 2 sessions on Saturday before we leave on Monday. We have a trial against Scotland next Saturday, and again the players will be under the pump to perform. You know, we've only got 17 spots available for the French game, and we want to pick a team that we can trust, a team that wants to be there. And there'll be plenty of passion and pride there. We feel that there's a little bit of lack of respect at the moment for us, not only from them but from other countries, and we've got to earn that respect back. And you know, we're pretty focused at the moment. We know we've got a lot of hard work to do. Do that over the next couple of weeks. But the great thing about when you get beaten like you did against Australia, whilst it's embarrassing, it gives you an opportunity to take a look at yourself and really take a look at the players that are around us and give them some direction in how to improve.
Yes, because then the 1, 2, 3 defenders, it's their responsibility to defend the next player.
Do you think PNG has in the World Cup?
Well, you know, we're hopeful of beating France and Samoa, you know, but you know, the thing about it is you know, we're going to prepare the best we possibly can, and then it's up to the players to perform on the field. You know, with experienced players of the internationals coming in, you know, we feel that that'll give us a lot of maturity in the side and a lot of control leading up to those matches.
Wish you all the best, and hopefully we can keep us updated.
We will.
And there you have it, Team Kumu coach Adrian Lam, yes, talking about Team Kumu's preparation towards the World Cup, and we will certainly be keeping you updated on how the team progresses towards the World Cup. We'll go for a break now, but if you love the AFL version of the Footy Show, yes, and you love the hosts Sam Newman and Gary Lyon, well, they happen to be in the country, so stay tuned. Coming up on the other side of the break, Sati will tell you what they're doing here in the country.
Welcome back everybody, and unfortunately it's that part of the show where I have to say goodnight. But before I go, for all you AFL lovers out there, AFL Footy Show frontman Gary Lyon and his counterpart Sam Newman were in the country the other week, and Murray Suckham, I caught up with him for this very funny interview.
Oh, Welcome to PNG. Sam Neil, right?
Yes. No one has been able to prove in any circumstance at all, and that is an absolute disgrace. If you're not involved directly with playing sport, you can ingest cockroach semen if you like. You can inject.
Well, my colleague Gary Lyon and I have come to Port Moresby to New Guinea to experience the infamous, famous, legendary Kokoda Trail or track. Not sure if you called it a trail or a track, that's for debate. And we're looking forward to it extremely. I know it'll be tough, but we're up for it. Well, I think it was a joint decision between the tourist authority from New Guinea and Gary's management group, and he asked me to come along, and I said, "Oh, not sure if I can get there." And he said, "No, you'll be right." So we're looking forward to it immensely, experiencing a bit of history and the great topography of New Guinea. I've never been here before, so this is an experience for a novice traveller. We'll be in that country for 8 days. We've come from a reasonably severe winter to come up to the tropical climes of New Guinea. But we're reasonably fit. We've done a bit of training. We've been warned to get yourself in reasonable shape. I don't know if I'm in reasonable shape, but I'm here and I'm going to have a crack at it. That's that silly man. Come here. This is the man that I'm travelling with. Come here. We're going to walk for between 4 and 5 and 6 hours a day and stop to have a look at all the historic points that made the track and the area famous, or infamous if you say. And this is Gary Lyon. He is the tour leader. He is my chaperone. And
this is our first time, and I'm here with my grandfather, and he's going to fill me in on the historical significance of the track.
Can I ask, when you didn't love, you said, no, it looks like his grandfather. That's correct, he's my grandfather.
Oh, Pop, I thought we'd do the trek before he nodded off, so that's why we're here. We're very excited to be here.
I can tell you now, Sam, that we were out here, mate, and he did look under
I'm sorry,
pressure.
I'm watching it on television. I've got a feeling it's exactly the same.
Well, Sam, I can tell you some people look vastly different in real life than they do on television.
Hey, TJ, thanks for that. We appreciate you giving up your time tonight. Tony Jones.
The AFL footy show is a very serious show, as you know, so we've come over here for a little bit of levity and to educate ourselves on what's something of great historical significance to our country, and we're going to go back on the footy show next year and we're going to inform the rest of the country exactly how important it is.
Well said, we are.
Yeah, we've got Irish players that are dominating in the AFL at the moment. We've got Fijian players, Nick Naitanui, who's a star, Tiwi Islanders, so there's no reason why Papua New Guinea youngsters who pick up the game at a very young age couldn't come over and have an impact in our competition.
Gary could come up and oversee the program and coach a lot of the youngsters if asked or required.
Could.
Maybe. I've said that about it.
So there you have it, both men looking to have a bit of fun here in PNG. Before we go, wherever you are this weekend, please stay safe and play fair out there at Akaviang. Of course, the Malagang Sevens begins tomorrow night. Tomorrow, that should be a huge one out there. So please get out there, support your teams. And of course, the soccer. And whatever you do, please stay safe, play fair, and we'll see you same time, same spot, right here on Hotspot.